All right, let's dive right in. If you've been trying to break into the world of remote work, you already know just how tough the competition is. So in this explainer, we're not just giving you tips, we're handing you the entire blueprint for success.
So this is the big one, right? The classic chicken and egg problem. You need remote experience to get a remote job, but how do you get that experience in the first place? It feels like you're just hitting a brick wall with every single application. Well, don't worry, we're about to show you the key.
You know, the secret here isn't about trying to hide your lack of remote experience. It's about a total mindset shift. It's about reframing the skills you already have. See, hiring managers aren't really looking for a long list of past remote jobs. What they're actually looking for is solid proof that you can step in and crush it in a remote role, starting tomorrow.
Okay, first things first, before you even think about sending out a single application, we've got to build your remote foundation. Think of this as building your arsenal. We need to get all your skills and tools locked and loaded for the campaign ahead. So what exactly goes in that arsenal? Well, here they are, the 9 pillars of remote proficiency. And yeah, everything from adaptability to emotional intelligence is on here. But let's really zoom in on the big 3, the ones that are absolutely 100% non-negotiable: self-motivation, time management, and fantastic written communication. Get these right, and you're golden. Let's just double-click on that time management pillar for a second, because this is where you can really make an impression. Get this. Some studies show that spending just 12 minutes planning your day can save you up to 2 hours of wasted time later. I mean, that's a massive return on investment and a really powerful stat to have in your back pocket for an interview.
And now let's talk about your digital toolkit. Look, it's not enough to just say you know how to use these things. You need to get specific. List them right there on your resume. Being proficient in tools like Slack, Trello, and Google Workspace, that's hard, concrete proof that you can hit the ground running on day 1. No hand-holding required.
All right, foundation's in place. Your arsenal is ready. Now it's time to move to phase 2, the hunt. This is where we get strategic. We're talking about finding the right targets, applying with precision, and knowing how to bypass all the common defenses and pitfalls out there.
So where should you even be looking? Okay, definitely start with the reputable job boards like FlexJobs and We Work Remotely because they actually vet their listings. But here's a pro tip. Do not sleep on freelance platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. They are a fantastic way to land your first paid remote project, build experience, and they have payment protection, which is a huge bonus.
Okay, let's be real. The remote world is full of scams, so you've got to be smart. If a job description is super vague, the pay seems way too good to be true, or they ask you for money up front for training, just run. Run the other way. A legit company is going to have specific duties listed, professional communication from a real company email, and they will never ask you for money.
Now let's talk about your resume, specifically the headline. This is the very first thing a recruiter sees, so you got to make it count. Instead of something generic, try a remote first headline just like this one. It immediately signals not just what you do, but that you already understand what it takes to thrive in a remote environment.
Your cover letter is where you tell your story, and there's a simple 4-part formula that works every time. First, you hook them. Show you've actually done your homework on the company. Next, provide value by connecting your past accomplishments to their needs. Then you prove your readiness by name-dropping those key soft skills and tools again. And finally, close with genuine earned confidence.
You did it. You landed the interview. Seriously, congratulations. Now it's time to master the virtual stage, because this isn't just a conversation, it's a performance, and your professionalism is on display from the very second your camera turns on.
Think of this as your pre-flight checklist. And trust me, these aren't just suggestions. Using a laptop, wearing headphones for clear audio, having a clean background, all of this sends a powerful message that you're prepared, professional, and reliable. A bad setup can be a deal breaker before you even say a word.
Oh, you are absolutely going to get a question like this. I guarantee it. And they're not just asking about your schedule. What they're really asking is, can we trust you to manage yourself? So have a story ready. Talk about how you use a specific routine, like time blocking, or a specific tool, like Asana, to stay on track and productive.
Okay, listen up, because this is a game changer. A huge pro tip for any virtual interview: look directly at the little camera dot, not at the person's face on your screen. I know, it feels weird, but to them, it looks like you're making direct, confident eye contact. It builds trust and projects authority. Try it.
You did it. You got the offer. Yes. Okay, take a moment, celebrate. But whatever you do, do not sign anything just yet. We've reached a critical stage, decoding the offer. You need to understand exactly what you're agreeing to.
Now, this right here is probably the most important distinction you need to understand. Are you being hired as a W-2 employee or as a 1099 contractor? As a W-2, you're on the company payroll, they handle withholding taxes, you get benefits, but as a 1099 contractor, you're basically your own business. You are on the hook for all your own taxes, insurance, equipment. It is a massive, massive difference.
So, what does that mean for your pay rate? Well, if you're a 1099 contractor, you cannot just accept a standard hourly wage. You have to add a multiplier, somewhere between 50 and 75% on top of your base rate. This is to cover all those extra costs, like self-employment tax and benefits. This is absolutely critical to make sure you're being paid what you're actually worth.
We are in the home stretch. You've navigated the hunt, aced the interview, and negotiated the rate. This last phase is all about locking it down and securing the gig. We're talking about the nitty-gritty details, contracts and invoices that make you look like a total pro from day one.
When that contract comes through, this is one of the first things you need to look for: the independent contractor clause. This is the legal language that makes your relationship with the company crystal clear. It's there to protect both of you by stating, in no uncertain terms, that you are an independent business responsible for your own taxes.
And if you want to get paid on time, every time, you need a professional invoice. It's really simple, but you got to get it right. Make sure it has a unique invoice number, a clear due date, a detailed breakdown of your work, and, most importantly, super clear instructions on exactly how they can pay you.
You know, we've covered a lot of ground, from building your skills to decoding your first offer. But when you boil it all down, this whole blueprint, this entire process, it's really about proving one thing: demonstrable discipline. Every tool on your resume, every prepared answer, every professional invoice, it all screams that you have what it takes to succeed without a boss looking over your shoulder. So there you have it, the complete roadmap to landing your first paid remote gig. You have the map. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?